I'm going to be talking about some of the ways that you can use internet and government resources when you're developing strong science lessons. Most schools today do have computers and projectors, and students even have access to iPads and netbooks in many schools. I'm going to give you a tour of just some of the many websites that are available that can help you find articles that you might want students to read or organizations that students might even join. Here's a famous one, the EPA website, and you can go in through the top line and find the different topics that might be of interest to your class. And for example, supposing you want to look at water and waste cleanup, you'll find a lot of activities are here. Let me turn this off for now. And you could drill down and find which ones that might be of interest to your students. There's also things for chemistry. Here's an example of one organization, the American Chemical Society, that has education areas for students and for teachers to join. NOAA is a good one for anybody who is in earth science, and all of these do have projects you can join and readings that you can get. Another one of my favorites is NASA. And the NASA site isn't just for earth science. You're going to find they have very good areas under their education which can allow you to find projects that might be appropriate to physics. Here's something in chemistry. So look here if you're looking for readings and activities. Now, you can also go to one called globe.gov, which allows students to participate as actual data gatherers. And they'll be able to really join scientists in gathering more data about the world. They have to become, so to speak, certified so that their data will be considered trustworthy. But here's a way you might join your students in some long-term projects and get to meet students from other parts of the world. Another very useful website is the site from the University of Colorado, which has many simulations, and they're showing, for example, a physics one here, but you'll find simulations in many areas, even in math, and ways that you can help your students understand areas that might be abstract. And these are not requiring a lot of bandwidth, so they're very easy to use. Now, the Concord Consortium, which I'm showing here, has been involved in the use of simulations and interactivities in sciences for almost 25 years, so they have a number of projects that you could join, another one worth looking at. And there are times when you might even want to go to something like citizen science. And here I just put up the Cornell activities that are available in orthogonography. And you can join as a class and have your data recorded and brought into the work of the scientists. You'll also find that there are very good things that might be available even in the National Institute of Health. They have education focus, and there are articles that bring the information available about health throughout the world, and they're often presented in ways that can be accessible to students. And you also want to be able to challenge students to move to higher levels. As you know, we have the Common Core of learning standards that require students in science to be able to read and communicate carefully in science. So as you're developing lessons and plans for projects, be sure to look at the many rich websites that are available to provide science as more than simply a passive activity. Students can come to understand the way science is actually implemented by scientists and the way it actually applies to the world.